Have you ever stopped and really wondered what is happening inside your body if you eat 4 eggs every single day, especially after the age of 55? Most people never think about it, yet this simple habit can quietly reshape how you feel when you wake up, how steady your energy is all day, and how well your brain, eyes, and muscles keep serving you year after year. For decades, eggs have carried fear and confusion, mostly because of old ideas about cholesterol. Today, as your doctor from GoldenageHealth, I want to walk you step by step through what modern science now shows. You will see how 4 eggs a day may influence your metabolism, your hormones, your memory, even your long-term independence. Listen carefully, because the final benefits are the ones people almost never hear about. Before we explore all the benefits of eggs, we must face the question that still worries many adults. If I eat them every single day, will my cholesterol shoot up and damage my heart? The short answer for most people is no. Your liver manufactures the majority of cholesterol your body needs, and it constantly adjusts its production. When you eat more cholesterol from foods like eggs, the liver often produces less to keep overall levels in balance. At the same time, many studies show that eggs tend to raise HDL, the so-called good cholesterol, while shifting LDL particles toward a larger, fluffier form that is less likely to slip into artery walls. Triglycerides may also improve when eggs replace sugary breakfasts. However, as a careful doctor from GoldenageHealth, I must add one important note. If you have familial high cholesterol, previous heart attack, diabetes, or are on strong heart medications, your situation is unique. You should always discuss your egg intake with your own physician and monitor blood tests regularly so decisions come from real numbers, not fear. This is how we use eggs wisely, not blindly. Now that we have cleared the fear around cholesterol, let us look at one of the main reasons I, as a doctor at GoldenageHealth, respect eggs: their protein quality. Most of the protein foods you know, such as chicken breast, steak, or fish, come from muscle tissue. Those muscles were designed for movement, so their protein fibers are dense, and your digestive system must work harder to unwind and break them apart. An egg is completely different. It was never designed to move. It was designed to build life from a single cell. Inside that small shell, you find every essential amino acid, balanced and ready to create a complete living body. This is why nutrition scientists say eggs have one of the highest biological values of any natural food, meaning that nearly all the protein you eat from an egg can be absorbed and used by your body. For older adults, this matters. After about the age of 50 or 60, many people begin losing muscle, a process called sarcopenia. You may notice it as weaker legs, slower walking, or longer recovery after tasks like climbing stairs. High-quality protein from eggs gives your body what it needs to maintain muscle fibers, support bone density, repair tendons and ligaments, and keep your immune system ready to fight infections. Even if your appetite has become smaller with age, 1 or 2 egg-based meals each day can provide a powerful, efficient dose of building blocks. Now let us talk about something most people never notice when they crack an egg into the pan. Eggs are not only protein, they are also a very special fuel. When you eat a very lean piece of meat by itself, only a small portion of that protein can be used directly as energy, and your body must work hard to convert the rest. This creates a slow, sometimes inefficient fuel. The yolk of an egg changes the whole picture. It carries natural fats and nutrients that allow a larger share of the egg to be turned into steady, gentle energy. For many adults, this means fewer mid-morning crashes, less shaking from low blood sugar, and a calmer appetite. When an egg breakfast replaces sweet cereal or white toast, your blood sugar rises more slowly, stays stable, and your mind can stay clearer for longer. Egg whites are often treated as the plain part of the egg, yet they are actually one of nature's defense tools. In the wild, a developing chick must be protected from bacteria, so the white is loaded with proteins and enzymes that can damage bacterial walls and limit the nutrients germs need. When you eat cooked eggs, you are not taking an antibiotic, but you are using a protein that was designed for protection. You may have heard that raw egg whites steal biotin, a B vitamin. This is mainly a concern when large amounts of raw whites are eaten because a compound in the white can bind biotin. Heat from normal cooking disables that compound, so regular cooked eggs do not meaningfully drain your biotin. As a doctor from goldenagehealth, I caution people with egg allergy or kidney disease to follow their specialist's advice before increasing egg intake. There is one amino acid inside eggs that deserves special attention, especially if you are past 40 or 50 and want to keep your legs strong. It is called leucine. Think of leucine as the command signal for your muscles. Protein gives you the bricks, but leucine is the voice that tells your body, now start building. When enough leucine reaches your muscle cells, it switches on a pathway that repairs tiny tears, strengthens fibers, and helps you keep the strength you already worked for. Eggs are naturally rich in leucine, and when you eat them regularly, you send that signal again and again. For older adults, this is critical because with age, the body becomes less sensitive to that signal, and muscles can shrink faster. At Golden Age Health, I often suggest that my patients combine an egg-based meal with gentle resistance work, such as standing up from a chair several times, slow heel raises at the kitchen counter, or using light bands. Food provides the material, movement tells the body where to build, and leucine helps press the switch that allows rebuilding to happen. Now we come to one of the most overlooked gifts that eggs bring to your body, especially as you grow older: their support for a process called methylation. Do not worry about the complex word. Think of methylation as your body's maintenance crew, silently repairing, cleaning, and tuning thousands of reactions every second. For this crew to work well, it needs certain tools, and 3 of the most important are choline, vitamin B12, and folate, all of which are naturally present in the yolk. When you eat eggs regularly, you are supplying raw materials that help your cells repair DNA, break down used hormones, and produce brain chemicals that support mood and clear thinking. When methylation runs slowly, people often notice brain fog, low motivation, higher inflammation, and over time, more fat stored in the liver. Many adults, possibly as many as a third, carry genetic variations that make this system less efficient, even when they live quite healthily. As a doctor from Golden Age Health, I often encourage combining eggs with leafy greens and other B vitamin-rich foods, limiting heavy alcohol and protecting sleep. These small habits, together with the nutrients in eggs, support this hidden maintenance system so it can keep protecting your brain, heart, and liver in the background while you live your daily life. Now let us turn to your eyes, the windows through which you experience your family, your hobbies, and the world around you. Inside the golden yolk of an egg live 2 powerful nutrients called lutein and zeaxanthin. I want you to picture them as tiny internal sunglasses that travel to the back of your eye into a delicate area known as the retina. That retina works like a camera sensor, turning light into signals that your brain can understand. Lutein and zeaxanthin help filter out harsher light, including blue light from screens and ultraviolet rays from the sun, which over many years can strain and damage sensitive cells. For older adults, this is important because conditions like age-related macular degeneration become more common as the decades pass. Eggs alone will not prevent every eye problem, yet they gently support the defenses built into your retina. When you combine eggs with dark leafy greens and a small amount of healthy fat, absorption of these pigments becomes even better, and many people notice clearer vision in dim light over time. To understand how eggs help your brain, we must remember what your brain is physically made of. Every thought, every memory, every emotion depends on billions of nerve cells wrapped in delicate fatty membranes. Those membranes need special fats called phospholipids to stay flexible and to carry signals smoothly from one cell to another. Egg yolks are naturally rich in these phospholipids, along with choline, which your body uses to make an important messenger called acetylcholine. This messenger is deeply involved in memory, learning, and attention. When older adults regularly include eggs in their meals, they are quietly supplying the raw pieces needed to keep these communication lines in good condition. At Golden Age Health, I often see that people who pair egg-rich meals with simple brain-supporting habits, such as daily walking, good sleep, and social connection, feel more mentally steady and less foggy over time. Eggs are not a miracle cure for dementia, but they are an affordable, practical way to nourish the organ that runs the rest of your body. Inside that same small yolk lives another group of nutrients that are especially valuable as the years go by. Eggs contain vitamin K2, which you can think of as a traffic officer for calcium. It helps direct calcium into your bones, where it adds strength, and away from your arteries, where calcium deposits can be harmful. They also provide retinol, the active form of vitamin A that your body can use immediately to support your now that you understand what 4 eggs a day can quietly do inside your body. Let us gently bring the picture together. For many adults and seniors, eggs help maintain muscle mass and strength, especially in the legs, which protect you from falls and keep you independent. They offer steady energy instead of sharp sugar spikes, and they provide key nutrients that support your brain, eyes, bones, and liver. They can improve important parts of your cholesterol profile and help you feel fuller with fewer processed foods on your plate. Yet, as your doctor at Golden Age Health, I must underline one more truth. Every person is different. If you live with kidney disease, severe gallbladder problems, a history of heart events, or a strong family pattern of high cholesterol, you should always individualize this advice with your own doctor and use regular blood tests as your guide. For many people, though, eating up to 4 eggs a day as part of a balanced diet and an active lifestyle is one of the simplest and most affordable ways to nourish your whole body. In our next video together, we will explore what happens when you add another common food to this picture. Milk. When eggs and milk are combined wisely, their effects on your bones, hormones, and metabolism can become even more remarkable. I invite you to stay with Golden Age Health, subscribe, and join me in that next lesson on what really happens when you drink milk every day. Knee defenses, the health of your skin, and aspects of your vision. In addition, many eggs supply a modest but meaningful amount of vitamin D, a nutrient that functions almost like a hormone and helps regulate bone density, muscle performance, and even mood. Many older adults have low vitamin D because they spend less time in direct sunlight or because their skin makes less of it with age. Eating eggs will not replace a prescription-strength supplement when it is needed, but it can gently support your daily intake alongside safe sun exposure and your doctor's guidance. Now the question becomes, which eggs should you actually bring home and crack into your pan? When you stand in front of the shelves, the labels can feel confusing. Caged eggs often come from hens kept in very small spaces with little room to move. This is efficient for production but not ideal for the animals or for the quality of their lives. Cage-free sounds kinder, and it usually is, but it still often means many birds inside one large barn, not a peaceful green field. Pasture-raised usually indicates that the hens spend more time outdoors, scratching in the soil, pecking at plants and insects, and moving in a more natural way. This often leads to eggs with a richer yolk, and in many cases, a more favorable nutrient profile. Organic, on the other hand, refers mainly to the feed the hens receive, which must meet certain standards. But an organic label alone does not guarantee extra space. The ideal combination, if your budget allows it, is pasture-raised and organic together. As a doctor from goldenagehealth, I also remind my older patients about simple safety steps. Store eggs in the refrigerator, avoid cracked or dirty shells, and cook eggs at least until the whites are firm if your immune system is weak. And if premium eggs are too expensive, do not feel discouraged. Ordinary supermarket eggs are still far healthier than pastries, donuts, or sugary breakfast bars. To truly unlock the power of eggs, we should not think of them alone on the plate, but as the center of a complete, balanced meal. The fats in the yolk help your body absorb fat-soluble nutrients, both from the egg itself and from the foods beside it. When you pair eggs with dark leafy greens such as spinach or arugula, the carotenoids in those greens can be absorbed several times better than if you ate the vegetables alone. Adding onions brings in sulfur compounds that support your liver's detox pathways. A sprinkle of black pepper can help your body access more of the beneficial pigments in the yolk. Tomatoes provide lycopene, which supports heart, prostate, and eye health, and their benefits are often higher when cooked gently together with eggs, such as in a soft scramble. A few slices of avocado add fiber and more healthy fats, keeping your blood sugar smoother and your appetite calmer through the morning. In Golden Age Health, I often suggest simple plates, such as a vegetable omelet cooked in a small amount of olive oil, or boiled eggs served with a salad and a piece of whole grain bread, adjusted to your chewing comfort and salt needs. In this way, a simple egg meal becomes a powerful tool supporting multiple organs at the same time.